Starting strength week 4. This is going to be the nutrition habit. Track your foods. Simple, not easy. I'm going to give you 3 different alternatives that you can use to track your foods. And they both have their pluses and minuses to them. So check it out. The first one is using an application to track your foods. Whether that's myfitnesspal, you could use a trainerize app that's built in there, or I think it's called chronometer. Or if you have an app that you use to track your foods, feel free to do that. I know there's some other things like Noom and Weight Watchers, which have their own system of tracking foods. Instead of counting calories and macronutrients, they count points and whatnot. But tracking your foods in that way is going to help you see how much are you consuming. Now, the cons are that takes a little bit more time to do. You also are going to need to weigh your foods out as well and measure them to get appropriate sizes. If you eat simple and you eat relatively the same foods, it's super easy because you can just manually load them. But if you eat a variety of different meals and different foods, it's going to be tough, especially if you go out and eat, especially if you eat out more often. It could be a hassle to find out what is the food that I just ate, how many calories are in it. So the plus to tracking your calories with an app is that you get a much detailed picture of what you're consuming. The cons, it requires more time and effort, and you're not always going to be able to track every single food in there because sometimes they don't have it available in their database. So that's one method of tracking. The second method of tracking is just keeping a written journal. Just literally writing down all the foods that you're eating. You could use a pen and paper, or you could use your notes app in your phone. When we write down the foods though, specificity is going to be better. So instead of just saying, I ate a sandwich and a bag of chips, you could say, I ate a sandwich with this, and that. It could be like, I had a sandwich with sourdough bread, avocado, mustard, 5 slices of turkey, and lettuce. Boom. And I had a bag of chips, which had 1 serving in it. If you want to write down the calories, you can. Writing that, the pluses are you can write down literally everything, and you don't have to put it into an app and find out what the right food is in the calculation of it. You just write it down. You can guess how much is in there as well. You don't have to say 5 slices of turkey. You could just put in turkey. But specific is going to be better when writing down your foods using just actually writing them down. And what you can do from there is you can pass that off. If you have questions on it, you can then pass that off to me, the coach. Especially if you're like, hey, you know what? I'm not seeing any changes in my body. Well, let's find out what you're eating. And if we can look at the past 7 to 14 days of everything that you ate and drank, that will give me a better picture of what changes to make for you. The third way is to just take photos of everything that you eat. This is the simplest method, and the pro is it's so simple. You literally just photo, that's it. It's all you have to do. If you want to, you can put them into a file, and that way they're filed away and easy to refer back to. You can also easily upload them into Trainerize or send them to me to get some feedback on them. The positive of that is it's super easy, and also I get to see and you get to see the quantity of food as well. And you can note whether or not you ate all the food that was in there, and it's easy to write. So if you say, hey, I had a sandwich, you take a photo of the sandwich, I can look at it and be like, well, kind of that's what's kind of in that sandwich there. The con, and what you could also do is lay your hand down next to the photo, so that way we can see, hey, what's the serving size that you have compared to the size of your hand, because your size of hand is going to dictate what your serving size is going to be. So those are 3 different methods of tracking your foods. Use an app to track them, write it down, or take photos of it. Now, I understand that this is a hassle. This isn't a task that you have to do for the rest of the program, although I absolutely encourage you to do that. You have to do this for at least 7 days. 7 full days. That way we look at the whole week. What I've realized is some people, hey, Monday through Thursday, they're great. They're on point. They're consistent with their meals. Come Friday, they start to shift a little bit. Saturday and Sunday, hey, it's game over. We're going to eat whatever we want to and however much we want to. that is a great way to keep you in the maintenance zone because you undo throughout the week what you did over the weekend. But having a good image of that, whether it's through photos, written journal, or in an actual app, will tell us where are you at on the weekends or where are you at in certain days or certain meals so we can make very specific adjustments. So track for at least 7 days, upwards of 14, and I highly encourage you to track throughout the rest of the program, the next 8 weeks that we have left here. Because tracking is going to create awareness, and awareness precedes change. How can we change if you are unaware of how much and of what you're eating? So start tracking your foods. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up, let me know. Also, I'm more than happy to reviewing your foods as well. So feel free to send me your log, photos after the 7 days, and that way I can review it and give you some specific changes that you can make. Let's get on it.